Hey guys, what's up? If you own a boat, sooner rather than later, you're going to replace your trailer bearings. So today, I'm going to show you how to avoid a bad situation with a cheap and easy fix. I'm dealing with right now a new axle because of a previous owner didn't take care of the bearings, which scarred my spindles on both sides. I was babying my spindle on this side. I got the other one cut off and welded on when I first got the boat because I literally had a wheel fall off. So that's what can go bad when you have bad bearings, and just little things like little nicks on your spindle can actually create a lot of friction and wear down that grease, as well as you're dunking these boats in water, which is decreasing the life of the bearing as well. So you really want to stay on top of this. So I check my bearings every spring before I kind of really going to start traveling all over for the summer fishing season. It's very important to check the spindles to make sure they're not scarred, and always check your bearing. It's a good little way to do it. A little check is when the boat is off the trailer, like maybe when you've launched it or before you've put it on the trailer going home, kick the tire to see if you got any wobble or play. You might have a little bit, that's okay, but a lot obviously is going to tell you that your bearing is bad and it's not seated on there correctly. I'm going to show you exactly how you pack your bearings and put your hub on and do that whole process. So let's jump into it. All right guys, so first off I want to show you the kind of what I'm using here. Obviously this is the hub. This one's already has races seated inside, the big one and the little one. So races are these little deals, and what basically the bearing, so this one, the bearing sets down into that race. So I'll show you here the race, and then the bearing sets down into the race, so it'll freely spin, and this is what you're going to pack full of grease with these. But these are already actually in the hub down there, you can see. And then you have your seal that goes on the back side, so I kind of have all this stuff a little bit in order. And then obviously you're going to want grease and gloves. So I got my can of all-purpose grease here. And so the first thing I'm going to do is you want to grease your spindle. Just going to take a good finger dip of grease, and actually I'm going to dust this off before I even put the grease on for anything that's extra that's on there. So we're going to dab this all over the spindle, get it good and lubed up. That's the big key here, is lubing everything. So don't want any friction points, and this don't want anything getting hot, because when things get hot, things break. All right, got that on there. And then so what's going to happen, obviously your lugs are on the outside, and then this bigger spindle is going to go in. But first you want to put, well, first we want to pack this bearing. This bearing's going to sit down into the race there. So first off, we're going to take a pretty big glob of grease and put that in our palm. And then what we're going to do is basically just kind of, with this side, the open side, not this side, you're going to pack that grease down into the bearing. Just kind of spin it and pack down, pushing that grease up into the bearing. And then what I do is take the excess, and I push it down with my finger, rub it around to get in there real well. Top. It's okay if it's messy. So with that, I'm going to set that, drop that down. Actually, before I do that, another little thing is you want to grease your race just a little bit, not a ton. Drop that down in there. What I do after that is I kind of do a little cleanup. So I take some grease from my glove here and just pack it down into that bearing. So from there, you take your seal that goes in like face down. So you have your open side here. That's your seal. That's gonna go over your bearing. So you want this part face down. Without trying to get my mallet too dirty, I'm going to smack that down in there. Good on, and then we can slide. Well, before we actually do that, I'm going to put this bearing on. Rather than sliding it on and then putting the bearing on, I'm going to do this first. So same kind of deal. I'm going to put before I do that, packing the bearing, I'm going to take this little extra grease I have here, put it in on the other side in that race, that smaller race. Take a little bit more out here and put it on my palm. And then again, same thing with this one. This open side, you're going to pack it down. Packing all that grease down in there. Taking that extra again, rubbing it down into the opening of the bearing, rubbing it on the rollers, and then you can probably flip it over and pack that other side as well. Rubbing more grease on it, getting that good and packed. And then I'm going to drop that down in there. Clean that up again, kind of slide my finger over to get more grease on the top of that bearing. Okay, so from here, you're going to want to take your thumbs and hold that bearing in when you slide it on. So I'm going to hold that, got my bearing and my seal on the back. I'm going to slide that on. Push that back. Make sure that's going on there right. Looks like it's pretty good there. Okay. So from there, you're nearly done. You have your washer here, and that goes on. And then you're going to take your little ring here, and all this does is screw on to your spindle. Kind of screw that on there. On there, and then what you're going to want to do is actually going to tighten this down. It's still loose now, but just tighten it down as hard as you can get it. So we're going to winch on that as hard as we can get it, and basically what that's doing is setting the bearings, pushing all that grease through the bearings, and really kind of compressing that into those bearings into that seal. So from there, we're going to back that off. Obviously, don't want to leave it that tight. Back that off, and then from there, you just want to hand tighten. Hand tighten till you get. I can't tighten much more than that because I need the notch for my cotter pin. Then you take your cotter pin and slide that through. Actually, let me use this to. Not sure why that one took so long to go through. It should go through a little easier than that, but anyways, we got it in there. Now you're just going to take these and fold them up. Pull them up and out of the way. Okay, so now we got everything on. We got our cotter pin in, so everything's set. It's spinning good. With this axle, it actually has a grease, I don't know what we call it, grease pin, grease knob, within the axle itself. So there's a hole, and I should have showed you that before, but in the back of the bearing, there's a hole. So you actually are going to shoot grease into this, and it's going to come out the back in that hole within your bearings and basically push the new grease forward into your bearings, and then force that old grease out the front. So it's pretty nice because I don't have to take everything off to pack bearings and things. I can basically just shoot grease into this, which I'm going to do here in a second, and that's going to push that new grease into the back side of those bearings and push it all the way through, keeping that nice and lubed. Another thing is they offer, basically, mine is just a cap here, but these called Trailer Buddies, I believe, and they actually, you can put there's a little, the same thing this is here, on the front of this cap, and you shoot it in that way and it goes in frontwards to basically just hold grease in there so no grease is leaving. It's all jam-packed in there. Probably doesn't work as well as this one's going to work, but they still work good. Important thing is keep grease inside here. So I'm going to shoot some grease in here just before I put the cap on. Just pops on, and then I'm loading it full of grease. I'm just going to give it a few pumps. I'm almost out, actually. Should be good. And then we just put our cap on, and that just rubber mallet. They never go on that easy. So. And that's pretty much it. As always, thanks for watching, and check out some of our other DIY videos in the cards above.